road trip off a big slate of games, accumulating in, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Big road trip this week as you head to LAFC, stay on the West Coast, and then go to Vancouver. What's the team mindset coming out of the slate of games you just faced?
Yeah, I think all eyes are towards LA right now. I think the guys have shown good intention to move through these games, learn what we need to learn, and then on to the next and see what we need to do to get 3 points and dominate LA. So I think we had a good training today where we went over tactically how we're going to do it, and the guys are ready for tomorrow.
BMO is a summit this team hasn't reached the top of yet. How do you get the win for the first time at LAFC?
I think our energy is going to be really important. Coming through this slate of games, with the fitness and the physicality that we have, I think if we go out there with the right intensity and the right energy that I know we do have and that we will show tomorrow, then I think that's how we come out of there on top. Yeah.
As you head up to Vancouver, you spend a lot of time, have family in the Pacific Northwest. Will that be a bit of a homecoming for you?
I'll have some family at the game. Yeah, it's don't care for Vancouver too much, but kind of. But yeah, we'll have some family there, and yeah.
When you look at the mental toll of just the intensity of the schedule for the past 2 weeks, just game after game within 4-day increments, basically, how do you approach that? Physically, mentally, keeping yourself in check, knowing that you have a lot of minutes under your belt and there's more to come.
Yeah, the discipline's important. When we have a game every 3 days, you have to do everything you can to gain those inches with the recovery and the physicality. But I think everybody here has a really, really high base, given the amount of work that we've put in for the last 3-4 months now. And I think from any team in the league, any players in the league, like, if anyone's ready for it, we are, and I think we've shown that. So.
Is there anything? I was just going to ask, as Matt said, he was so complimentary on the performance this past week. We saw it on the field. You guys really put amazing effort. All these games coming up, is it better, you think, or is it easier for you guys to kind of compartmentalize and say, okay, results are going to happen, but we need to do this for 45 minutes, then we need to do this? Or how do you look at that wall ahead of you coming up, that road trip, but kind of keep it in perspective and not get like, we got to do X amount of points or what have you?
Yeah, we take it one game at a time, and I think the growing mentality around the guys is that we can look at our past games and look at what we did well and where we need to improve, and kind of channel the excitement of we went out there and we played so well, but we can be even better. So I think that kind of as the framing, coming out of Miami, we did all these things well. Ultimately, we left it with 0 points. We can still do so many things better, and I think that's just excitement, that brews, and we all want to get on the field tomorrow and show that. So. Yeah.
A hallmark of Matt Wells so far is changing the roles and responsibilities of his players game after game. In the locker room, is that viewed as an exciting challenge, almost to be a new puzzle piece each match?
Yeah, it is. I think we did a very good job of like I said, we built our base for the last 3 months in terms of our fitness and our physicality, but also in terms of our style of play. So I think we all know how we want to play and what the system looks like. So that makes it a lot easier for us when roles change to kind of fill that role and slot it into the given system that we have. So.
Josh, this past weekend, do you attribute that to the Matt Wells' coaching style? Well, a lot of different players getting goals, different goal contributions. Like, what do you attribute that to?
Yeah, I definitely think it's the system we're playing. I mean, gosh, those first couple games we had so many people scoring their first goal for the club, and I think that's part of just like knowing your role within the system and then having freedom within it, for guys to like, oh, we're trying to create space here, I'm gonna go and make this run myself because I know where the space is, and yeah, it's like the team created, ultimately Yappy has that finish for the second goal, but the team creates that, Hoffa coming inside, bringing the center back with him, and Yappy knows when Hoffa does that he can run in behind. So yeah, I think the system and then players understanding it and then having the freedom to make those runs into those spaces is getting people goals. So.